Donald Trump has promised further sanctions are to be imposed on North Korea following the rogue state's latest missile test. Pyongyang fired an intercontinental ballistic missile early on Wednesday morning local time, claiming that it was the most powerful weapon it had ever tested and that it was capable of striking the whole U.S. mainland. Mr. Trump tweeted that he had spoken with Chinese President Xi Jinping about the launch, adding that major sanctions would be imposed. He said just spoke to President Xi Jinping of China concerning the provocative actions of North Korea. Additional major sanctions will be imposed on North Korea today. This situation will be handled. Just spoke to President Xi Jinping of China concerning the provocative actions of North Korea. Additional major sanctions will be imposed on North Korea today. This situation will be handled. Donald J. Trump at Real Donald Trump, November 29, 2017. A White House statement about the phone conversation said President Trump made clear the determination of the United States to defend ourselves and our allies. He also emphasized the need for China to use all available levers to convince North Korea to end its provocations and return to the path of denuclearization. Speaking in Washington during a meeting with the visiting Crown Prince of Bahrain on Wednesday, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson said the United States may target additional financial sanctions. He added that the government would keep working to resolve the tensions PC, and a U.S. official said they did not think North Korea could successfully nuke the U.S. at this time. Video nuclear nightmare closer under Trump. On the other side of the Atlantic, North Korea's ambassador to London was on Wednesday summoned to the Foreign Office as the UK government moved to condemn the country's actions. Minister Mark Field said North Korea claims it wants to bring security and prosperity to its people, but its actions are creating only insecurity and deepening its isolation. The UK will continue to work with our partners and allies for a diplomatic solution. I urge the regime to abandon its illegal pursuit of nuclear and ballistic missiles and return to dialogue. French President Emmanuel Macron also condemned the launch and called on China and Russia in particular to take the most difficult and effective sanctions. Image Kim Jong-un is seen personally authorizing North Korea's latest missile test, North Korea's first test since mid-September, which they described as a special gift for the U.S. president, came a week after Mr. Trump declared it was a designated state sponsor of terrorism, allowing him to impose what he said would be a number of very large extra sanctions. The missile, fired on Wednesday, flew 590 miles 950 kilometers to an altitude of 2,781 miles 4,475 kilometers for 53 minutes, more than 10 times the height of the International Space Station. North Korea said its nuclear weapons pose no threat to any country as long as its own interests are not infringed upon. In an address by veteran newsreader Ri Chun-hee, Pyongyang added the missile was developed to defend the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the country from the U.S. imperialists' nuclear blackmail policy and nuclear threat. Image North Korea has conducted several missile tests this year. South Korea's President, Moon Jae-in, said he was worried the growing threat could force the U.S. to attack the North. We must stop a situation where North Korea miscalculates and threatens us with nuclear weapons, or where the United States considers a preemptive strike, he said. The UN Security Council is due to hold an emergency meeting to discuss the missile test following requests from the U.S. and Japan, and the U.S. State Department has said it plans to arrange a meeting with Canada, South Korea and Japan to expand its diplomatic campaign on North Korea. The department also reiterated a previous call on countries hosting North Korean guest workers to kick them out.